Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ASRNZ. Welcome back to the BTCCs. It is Thursday night. It is race night. We've had one race down here. We're at Brands Hatch Indy. One cracking race, mind you. And we're up for the big 40-minute race tonight. Once again, I think he's back from the toilet. Is my good mate Farmer. You're
Yeah,
back in the
thanks,
booth,
buddy.
mate?
Yeah, just quick shake and a run.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, David. Welcome to our viewers to the main event for the night of the Mick
It
Construction
is. It is.
BTCCs.
It is. That's the main event.
Yes. Yeah, look, let's see what's going to happen. Had a great sort of sprint race first up. A few casualties. Yeah, what's going to happen? Once again, we're just about to go into quali. These boys got the one hot lap only, an out lap, a hot lap, and get off the track. Yeah, interesting to see what's going to happen. We've got Glenn on 3 from 3 going into this.
We do.
What a great start to the season he's having.
Yep.
We saw Jeff Burst with great pace. He went backwards and came forward again. Mudgee with great pace as well, who also went backwards.
And went backwards.
So
many stories
other
to tell.
big names. Kenny didn't even feature in this race, and yet he was
Didn't he?
third in the championship.
I think he started from the pits, so yeah, tough work. Tough luck for Kenny there. Yes, farm. What, mate? Who could have thunk it? You know, like
who could have thunk that? And even to see Ashley Vinegar up there too, so he'll be really sort of, you know, he'll be on par for this one. I think he'll be excited to race this.
I think so. He actually pushed. Oh shit. Sorry about that, people. He pushed hard for that position. So, excuse me there, everyone. Clicking the wrong buttons there. But yeah, Ashley will be happy with his position there, I think, as the boys roll into qualifying. Let's have a look at what's going on here. Shit, I am clicking everything going on.
You got this, Davo. Look, we can see what's on your PC, mate. We've got your desktop going down.
God, everything's happening. Happening.
We're good,
hey?
Mate. We're sweet. Look,
we are sweet.
It's all part of the experience to realise what's going on in the background here at ASRNZ. It's not a clean-cut, smooth operation.
Very rarely.
We do try to make it one. We might pretend it is. But we are winging it. We are winging it every night.
Just a couple of monkeys in the comms box, mate. Like, really.
And who have we got on track, mate? What do we got? What are we up to here? A couple of the boys I see circulating out there at the moment.
Yeah, a couple of boys circulating. Let's just pick up on. I think
Jarks. It was Jarks was first across the line there. I possibly think they snuck out early.
And I just picked up on Jarks there as he just went really deep into the hairpin, and the little VTEC was jumping all over the place. But that's his flying lap, and he will not be happy with those results.
No, not at all. And obviously still learning how to use the VTEC feature there on that Honda.
Yes.
And he'll come to grips with that over time.
Yes, well, the VTEC just found the tyres, so that'll be his hot lap. Vediger's done with a 48.1. Troy not far behind with a 48.5. As the boys start rapping through the times here.
So we've got a 98% fast track here at the moment. Not quite optimum, but still a good surface for the boys. Ashley's still at the top there. A lot of guys still yet to have a shot at this. Car 23 just coming around now is Luke Crompton about to cross the line. This will be one to watch, Davo. Where will he go? A 48.8. So 5th place for our for Crompo, and he was on the front row there last race, I believe.
He was.
Stoner's about to come across the line next, buddy, and we'll we'll just see how he gets on. And the Mondi, 47.9, and that's put him. To the top, 47.9. Okay. I was thinking the times would have been a little bit hotter than this actually. At the moment. Now we've got. Oh mate, I'm going to get it wrong. Zanarkos. The T is silent.
Zanarkos.
Zanarkos. I don't know. Something like that.
Okay.
He's here tonight for the first time. We will sort that out in due course.
He's as new to ASRNZ as we are to his surname. I'm sure we'll all get on fine once we get to know each other.
And we're just watching another group of cars just peeled out there for their outlet, Davo.
Okay, so a few
I
of the
think the first of them was in right there on his hot lap, but he's coming up behind. Actually, behind our new guy, who should be off the track by now, and he's just moved aside for him to go past.
He has, as he dips down into Damon Hill.
So we've got Burst just starting his hot lap. We'll just maybe keep an eye on Enride if you like, mate. Car 21 is Ryan about to start his hot lap. Bear Grylls is about to start his hot lap. And also we've got Steve-O out there.
Okay, Enride just coming around the final turn. I'll just follow him through. Stoner's currently holding the lead position with a 47.9. Enright, 48.0. Second position, nice work.
Super close, only a 10th off Stoner's time there.
Who are we watching here now? Who's
Car
out?
15 coming round is Jeff Burst. He's the next one across the line, mate.
So that's
And Burst had good pace too, so where's he going to put himself tonight? Straight into P1, mate. 47.5.
47.5. Is it good enough? The boys up the pointy end are doing high 46s, very low 47s. Bear Grylls across in the Mondova second.
7.7 for P2.
Well done. Melling into 7th. Melling not quite hooking up here tonight. McIndoe into 6th. There, we love the new leaderboard here for the BTCCs. Updates immediately.
We've got John Boy about to start a hot lap. Glenn about to start a hot lap. Kenny is also out there circulating, and Mudgee. So
McDonald,
once again, Davo, 4 big names on track, still to fire.
That's right, and the time ticking down. Only 2 minutes to go. Very short circuit, easily enough time to do a couple of laps. So we just hear McDonald's car, a little bit of lockup as he just gets into Druids there, down through Graham Hill, bend into Cooper Straight. Looking like a fairly tidy lap so far, just keeping it clean. Up through Surtees, McLaren, into Clark, and then out onto Brabham Straight. Very tight. Just flick back to Glenn. Glenno's not too far behind him, so we'll just duck between the two cars. McDonald, very tidy on the exit of the final corner. Only an 8.
P8.
Glenn looked like an equally tidy lap, and bam, second position, and he's behind Burst. Who would have thought that? Kenny and Mudgee, 2 solid performers here. Kenny just running into McLaren through Clark. Big lock up from the back of the Vectros. It just unweights the car. Very bumpy. These little crossovers on these tracks are always a bit tough. He comes across the line with
P7.
P7, well done.
Mudgee across the line, and only into P14 for Mudgee.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Burst for the pole.
Mate.
Well done.
How about that?
Boys. It was good to watch, Davo.
Oh, well, I'll be dipped. Hey, Jeff Burst just smashes it out of the park. Gleno, it was close though, wasn't it? Glenn, not too far behind. Mate, not even a 10th of a second. Very, very close. Bear Grylls 3rd. 4th. Bear Grylls 3rd.
Bear Grylls 3rd. Bear
Jeez.
Okay. Yeah. Go Bear.
Hey, how about
If
that?
I can just give
How
a little
about
bit
that?
of advice now, stop looking at all your apps on your screen, Bear, and
And
and fucking look forward. All right, you're in P3. Let's make the most of it. Yeah,
okay, yeah,
yeah. Let's see what happens. Watch the space, punters.
stay focused. Keep your.
I would love him to stay there or go forward. I really would.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Stoner, another solid effort in quali with a 4. Aaron Enright, 5th. Ashley Veniger, 6th. 7th, Kenny. 8th, Nick McIndoe. Jake in 9th. And John McDonald, 10th. John McDonald in 10th. Farmer.
John McDonald in 10th, yeah. And look, we'll see John come forward. He's got 40 minutes, but a few other big names too, just outside the 10 there. Davo, we've got Stevo in 11, Troy in 12, Crossy back in 13th, Mudgee in 14th, Luke Cropton. These are big names, mate. 15th, Josco, Pete Aspey, Racing Mill, Soper, and our newcomer tonight in 20th. So it's a very mixed up field there, bud. It will be good to see. It will be good to see. What we can tell you is that there will be cars coming through. There will be some passing. This will be a great race to watch, mate.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. 22 cars on track. Including the media cars there of Farmer and myself, and hopefully they'll remove themselves before they start.
Yes, let's hope that they do this round, Davo.
Gets a little bit sketchy around the last.
We're on for one apiece there, viewers, just to bring you up to speed there. So
we got bets on it.
We've got bets on it. We have. The lights are up, mate.
The lights are up. 10 seconds to go. This is the 40-minute race, the main game. It is race 2. It is round 2. Brands Hats into the ASRNZ. Let's go racing. Oh, very tidy start from Stoners. Really gets up beside Bear Grylls there straight away. I think he's past Bear Grylls.
He's got him. He
straight
has.
away, got Vediger and Bear Grill run into the hairpin here, all bunched up. No muck. Look at that field, Farmer.
Oh,
massive field of cars.
Massive field of cars. McIndoe with a little error there, and just keeping an eye on these boys, the likes of Mudgee, Crossy, and Crompo at the back coming through, and a bit of a sideways movement here. Who was that in the Alpha, mate, going backwards? It's Aaron Enright there.
Oh, yes, as he
just got himself called out.
He just gathered himself up in 13th position, and boy, is he in the thick of it.
Get that fucking Alpha right there. Tell ya.
I'm off.
Oh, it's me.
Your turn. Okay, boys, and we
My apologies. Can we carry on? We were just talking about it.
We won't mention the wall, people. We'll just pick up on Jeff Burse here and Glenn. We're our own two worst enemies, aren't we? And geez, the boys would want to look out for the comms boys.
They do. They do. Exactly. Yeah.
Anything could happen out here. Burse and Gleno side by side in a surtees. They flip through McLaren again. Gleno gets the bloody Italian taxi right up beside the Pommy Holden. He's got nothing for it. Burst goes.
Covered that quite nicely out of the turn. Yeah.
Burst runs. There's a lot of action going back in the field. I've got to keep my eyes on this just momentarily, people.
Jeff with a big drift through 1-2.
Oh, and Glenn's forcing it. Glenn's forcing the issue. Jeff's not one to give this up easily.
I don't know that this is over. Oh, it is.
Nice driving from both. Seriously close action and very nice car control from both as we just flip back down and have a quick pick up on Compton. Compton way back in the field and just trying to push back through in the French Ferrari. Also,
just watch McIndoe actually make a big error into the final turn there and lose 4 positions.
Okay, I did pick up on that, and I'll just see as he puts some heat onto the back of the Crossland Volvo there, and I don't think that's over either.
No, I don't think it is.
Now this is the 40-minute race, Farmer. We're thinking that these guys will run it as a pretty well a sprint race, unlike last week, because they should have the fuel here, being such a short lap. So
yeah, so it's all about throttle percentage, isn't it? Because
it is.
You know, the length of the lap really is irrelevant over 40 minutes. You just go around more times, but there's enough of the track here that you're lifting off the throttle that evidently you should make it, although I don't know that everybody's tested that theory.
Well, look, you could just about guarantee some have, but yeah, most won't have.
I know that John McDonald mentioned to me that the dials on the gauges said he would make it, and he hasn't actually physically tested it.
Okay, as we just pick up out of the back of this awful bloody rear view out of these cars, Farmer, out of back of Bursa's cars, we see Stoner doing an awesome job so far. 40 minutes to go, or well, 35 and a half minutes to go. Bear Grylls holding his own behind Stoner still, with Kenny Vettiger, McDonald, Mudgee, Jake and Nick McIndoe rounding out the top 10. Obviously only 5 minutes in, very close race. Farmer, just drop into
very close race, mate.
Crossy's Volvo here, see what he's up to. Who's he chasing? Mr. McIndoe himself in 10th position, so I know Crossy well enough to know that he'd like to see himself in the top 10.
Oh, absolutely. I think I know Crossy well enough to think he'd like to see himself in the top 3. Actually, take home, he won't be happy there. He will not be happy at all.
No, that's a busy space.
A real hard campaigner here. Puts it all on the line and really expects results from himself.
Yeah, and an experienced racer online and in real life too. You know, this guy does
exactly
know his stuff. So yeah, we probably expect a lot from Crossy. You know, some of these more successful, you know, real life races. You know, you just think, come on, get out there and do it. So yeah, pedaling.
You should be able to put that real life stuff into some racing, but it just
into play.
The reality is it never works that way.
Doesn't always equate. But doing a nice neat job here now in the Volvo. Let's pop up.
Just checking on Bear, having a little look around the outside of Stoners there, but nothing came of that.
Okay, so we'll just get in car with Bear. Just quickly, we'll just stay in car here. He puts it up the outside of Stoners. Now Stoners, mate, he's racing really well tonight. Qualified really well last week. Probably didn't have the best of luck. Here we go. That's his nemesis.
That's that corner, isn't it? Both Mondeos, they're really struggling around that corner.
So, look, just in saying that, I think...
I'm wondering whether they possibly lightened those Mondeos up and took the baby seats out of them during the breakdown, mate. Like...
I think Bear Grylls is going to have his work cut out on it for him getting past Stoner. And Kenny's right there just to clean up the pieces with John McDonald and Ashley Vettiger. It's bunching.
Mudgee's also...
Mate, that has bunched.
He come forward? He must have come
he
forward,
has,
I think, Mudgee
he
there.
has. He has come well forward. This is bunched right up.
Crossy there just putting in a PB, mate, so, you know, he's starting to find a little bit of rhythm there.
Yep. Yep. And I mean, it's like anything, particularly to cut your teeth at brands too in one of these cars. Probably not the easiest place to sort of get your head around this thing, so.
Yes, yeah, that's right. This will be hard on the boys physically there, Davo. The right hand shoulder, myself and Bear were not pressed after a little practice on Tuesday night. A couple of the boys turning their full speed back down even to race this track.
Is that right? There you go. So is that
very physical, quite demanding. Yeah.
So not only do they have no ABS, they obviously have no power steering either. So
wow, where are we? 1980? Yeah, well, possibly power assisted.
Yes. As we're just sitting in the driver's seat of John McDonald's car. I see Mudgy's lights ablaze. Who's that? Just off the track.
Mondo there. That might be our newcomer there, mate. Just getting out of the road there, back in 22nd place.
Positions haven't changed. How's this little freight train we've got in front of us here? It's from Stoner back to Mudgy. That is a very tight little group there. In front of that is, I think, the Pommy Holden of Burst, who's got a healthy gap, and then our series leader Gleno, who is actually just ducking through.
He's starting to clear out, isn't he?
He is starting to clear out. He's probably nearly braking for the hairpin by now. So very tight stuff. Let's get back trackside. Let's watch these guys race around. Cars look beautiful here at Brands. Lovely weather today. The sun's out for this main game, the 40-minute race. 30 minutes to go.
Yeah, 30 minutes to go. Yeah, beautiful day here at Brands, mate. Nice 27 degrees. Track is at 99%, and so that's nearly there. It's nearly an optimum track.
Yeah.
Brilliant conditions. There's no wind here today. And like you say, Davo, still 30 minutes to go. So a PB there by Jake as well. So a couple of the boys starting to find a little bit of rhythm.
Yeah.
Jake at 9th. So, he'll be looking to catch onto the back of this little train that we've been watching. The Stoners to Mudgy train.
Yeah. And he's quite likely going to do it because it's a tight little pack, and it's inevitable that they sort of hold each other up a little bit, Farmer? And so
yes, exactly.
It's quite possible that he will pull that in, as I just see him have a little bit of a twitch coming into Clark there as he rounds the final turn and across the line for, I'd say it's his lap 13 here at Brands Indy for the ASRNZ BTCC Championship, brought to you by McIndoe Constructions. We are live on Twitch, Farmer.
We are live on Twitch.
We upload all this stuff to YouTube later in the night. So if you want to watch back, you can either catch us on Twitch or on YouTube. But obviously you can follow us on Facebook. So yeah, people click the buttons.
And who's that in the Vetra just off there? I think Kenny with an error, mate, and dropped a couple of 3 positions. A little bit unfortunate, just slipped onto the back of that pack now.
Yeah, that is Kenny. Now Kenny was in 5th behind Bear Grylls, so he's dropped 3 posies there. And look, they're lucky just to only lose those 3 positions, really, aren't they, Farmer? Because you can lose so many more.
So many. Yeah.
I just noticed, I was watching Kenny circulate there, that Crompton, I'm just going to see
I think I saw Crossy just get through on Crompo there.
Okay, so we've got a Crompton Crossy McIndoe battle going on there right now, which the camera guys have picked up in the background. Now that's behind that Kenny McDonald Mudgy Vetiger battle. Here we go.
Back up the inside.
Now Crompo has got his head well around this mod. Crossland probably maybe not so much. Oh!
It almost
and as we
like,
just see that.
I don't want to call it how it is there, Davo, but very unlucky there.
Very unlucky.
Possibly a little redress there between the boys. And I was just going to comment that those 3 guys we were watching there, Crossy, Crompo and McIndoe, they're all race winners at ASRNZ prior to this. And
absolutely.
clearly outside the 10. just goes
Yeah.
to show, you know, it's really mixed it up for these guys here.
Yeah, no, it's good, and it's a testament to, you know, like the boys, you know, ASRNZ mixing up their the mods and the series and the games. So you know, we get a little bit of variety. Not everybody's comfortable in every car, so just flick back to. I just can't keep my eyes off that little racing mule Aspie Crossland battle going on there, but we'll pop up the front a little bit, see where McDonald and Mudgee and oh, look at that little train. So that really hasn't moved much. Jake is still chasing down that little train there, Farmer.
And you know, I've got to say, a very solid effort from Bear here so far. I told him not to be looking at his gauges. And
don't stop it.
Race, mate. And
stop
so
it.
Far he's listening. He's
stop,
listening.
Stop talking about it. We're going to get into Rediger's car here, and we're going to have a look at how Bear runs a lap at Brands Indy. Nice turn one, down to the hairpin here. Oh, nice tight line. Rediger copping plenty of pressure. Plenty of pressure from Mudgee. This is going to go.
He's drifting. Yeah.
This isn't finished.
Mudgee
backs out. It's those little moments in the race that allow, you know, these guys to to and fro and rubber band between each other, and the battle rages on as we look backwards out of Rediger's car. Mudgee and McDonald side by side down into one. McDonald yield down to Druids at the hairpin. Oh, very tight. You see the cars bunch.
Very tight, mate. Very tight.
It takes some concentration, doesn't it, Farmer, to stay in a group that large, doesn't it? And just keep it all together, eh? There's so much concentration back and forth.
There's no real rest around this track either, Davo. I mean, you might get a couple of seconds down the straight here, but it's all on into one. There's no big sort of straight that you can just sort of relax the hands and breather. And,
well, nothing's straight, is it? I think this little bit they're going along here, that's probably the straightest bit of the track just there. And it's not very long.
John having a little lunge on Mudgee there. Mudgee again on Rediger. And Bear now also putting some pressure on Stoner.
Stoner, he's going to do it.
He's going to get him.
Oh, he's done it, and he's found that weakness in Stoner, and look, there you go.
Bear, give him some track, buddy. Give him some track. Davo. Are we watching this, Davo? It's pretty on my screen. And it's carrying on too around the final turn. It's Mudgee and John Boy make fucking hay of that, and then Goldberger. Oh, that was so unfortunate. Some great racing from those guys.
Oh, that is so unfortunate.
A little bit of spatial awareness there, I think possibly Davo wouldn't have gone a miss.
Rediger's car looks damaged. It's not going anywhere.
Oh, look at the state of it, mate. The wheels aren't even straight on it.
No, that's
a hell of it.
That's a hell of a scene. That's broken.
Oh,
no.
Oh, my God, it's beyond broken, isn't it?
It's like, just bring the gun, put that thing down.
No. Undo the belts and hop out, mate. There's no point trying to drive that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we knew we shouldn't have picked up on Ben, but anyway, we'll just get back to. Let's go to Kenny this time. See what we can do for his race.
Yes.
Kenny, with all the drama there, has actually slipped back up into 7th position. In behind Jake. Now look, Stoner, probably the one that's really came out of that unscathed. That just got so messy there.
Yes,
we were
pretty lucky, really, wasn't he? Actually,
he was.
Yeah.
He was out in front a little bit.
And look at him up there, buddy. Watching that, because he has gone hell wide, as we talked about that.
And Jake and Kenny slipped through. There you go. There you go. just going to pop into the car with John McDonald. He's come back up on the back of Mudgee. This is getting hot. Look. Farmer. It's like this every week at the moment.
It is, mate. I'm just sitting there shaking my head, actually, Davo, just wondering where to look. But
I don't know where to look.
It's crazy, isn't it? And there's a big battle behind
us
as well there.
massive.
Just looking at the Compo, Jarks, Melling, Mickendo, Stoners, Kenny. It's all coming back to another bunch.
We'll get the camera guys to slowly pan back through that. Farmer, actually, Jake. We have Jake and Kenny. Stoners. Mackendo. Melling's come out of nowhere. Jarkus. Crompton in 11th. Aspie. It just got so messy down the back there.
It has, and I just see Crossy in the pits too, mate, after a little bit of sort of...
Crossy in the pits.
You know, he was starting to shine in that Volvo too, starting to come forward, showing some PBs, and he's obviously called it a night, unfortunately.
Bear Grylls from 4th to 14th. 10 positions. Tough gig. Vediger. Where's Vediger? He's DNF. He's gone. That car was broken. They put that thing down.
Yeah.
They brought out the shotgun for that one. Okay, let's pick up on this Mudgee McDonald battle. Hasn't that mixed it up? We are only halfway through this race, people. And it's out there. Look at this. Mudgee McDonald. Oh, dodging and weaving.
Yes. And that will go. That will carry on. Oh, and John with a little lunge there up into 2. Mudgee's ignored him and carried on. These two are best mates. Offline, there'll be no love lost between these two.
No, definitely not. Mudgee McDonald. Mudgee's very respectful though. Both very tidy races. Still, like you say, no love lost. See Jake and Kenny not too far behind that little battle. We're going to have a quick look up the front. I think the boys are saying 25 laps in. Glenn
with a big, nearly 10 seconds lead,
just
mate,
rounding the two Clarks there and onto the start finish. Burse. Oh, he's back.
Burse. Well, yeah, but
he's
also
back.
10 seconds ahead of the rest of the field.
Yeah, so he's 10 seconds behind Glenn, and then he's 10 seconds in front of Mudgee.
Yeah.
So it's like, Glenn and Jeff against the rest here at the moment. Mudgee will be keeping his head down. McDonald takes no prisoners. And we know how measured John can be. He will follow Mudgee, won't he, the whole race until he can find that weak spot in his game. And I think he's got up the outside there. I wouldn't have expected him to give Mudgee a bit of a touch up there, but I think the Alpha actually locked up a little.
I think he might have been a little bit late there.
I think
unexpected.
And
I don't know that Mudgee checked up or too much, possibly a little bit. John Boy got a little bit caught out, but it carries on.
You know how dodgy those brakes can be on these taxis. So McDonald carries on, gives Mudgee a little space. Mackendo and Crompton. Mackendo, Crompton, Melling. Is it Mackendo, Crompton? Oh no, Jarkus. Oh no,
Melling and Crompo there.
There you go, that's it. Sorry.
And I've noticed that Crompo managed to get.
And it's Mackendo and Stoner.
Actually.
Oh, here we go. Melling, past Sharks. Deals it up to the VTEC. Can he hold it? Look what's going on in front of this.
Look what's going on in front too, mate.
Oh!
A little bit of panel work between the two.
Woo! Crompton goes out there looking for something. Some advantage.
see Stoners again at the front of the pack, don't we? Familiar position that he's been in tonight, mate, with the pack wildly behind him, trying to defend his line.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to have had much sort of go forward pace, more looking after his rear vision pace.
Just look at it. Look at a McIndoe's car as we follow Stoner.
Croppo all over.
Oh, Crompton well over the back of McIndoe there.
Oh, and Croppo. Nice wide line there. Couldn't get it turned in there. Stoners was in his road.
Oh, I'm impressed.
McIndoe, sorry.
Compton's still even on the track. Looking.
We
We only saw that out of the rearview mirror of Stoner's car.
And Jark's over the back to him. Once Jark's gets that VTEC worked out and how to actually use that extra VTEC power, mate, he'll be on pace.
And who's that right behind him? That's Melling, and Melling is seriously keeping him honest. Look at this.
Croppo through.
Oh, nice work from Compton. Mate.
McIndoe making another error. Jarks is going to compromise on this, is he?
He looks like it. Can he make it stick?
Yeah, he has.
Melling had the sniff, just couldn't deliver.
Melling going out wide, trying to get the undercut out of the run here, but he's cooked the corner instead and lost ground.
It did look like he went a little wide.
And Croppo up the front there again, mate, on Stoners. Looking for some different sort of line into one. He's gone round the outside. A little bit of paint exchange between the two.
A little bit of paint as the cars move around on the tyre. Oh, Crompton goes to bump draft in the middle of Druids. Crompton wants to make some gains here. He's had enough. It's 15 minutes to go.
Yes, only 15 to go, Davo. We're over halfway.
And as we expected, it's like a 40-minute sprint race here. These guys are flat stick. Look at this.
Croppo
again, Crompton again.
Can't do much of it out there, can he?
No.
For the switchback. He's got it. He's going to
get
it, Davo.
Here we go. He's got the inside here.
Nice move there and a nice run out of one.
He easily manages it.
A little bit deep under brakes on the two, but he's covered it well.
And if you quickly notice there, Sharks has got past McIndoe. So now Sharks is in behind Stoners.
And he's about to make a move on Stoners too, as he hasn't looked.
Oh, look, hold your breath, people. We're going to get back. We're going to go back a couple of cars. We're going to get in the front of McIndoe's car and just have a look at this VTEC roll. Can the Ford keep up, Farmer?
Well, they did lighten it up a little bit during the break there, Davo.
Multiple different lines.
Look at the VTEC out on 2-1.
And he's got the line. He's got the line and late break. McIndoe. Wow.
On there, and that's
just
how you
wow.
do it. Beautiful move from McIndoe there. Love to see that stuff, Davo.
Mate.
Makes you smile when you get to pull that off yourself, doesn't it?
Just open the gap. Did not even make contact with the back of the Honda with such a late break. Farmer, what an impressive bit of driving there from Nick McIndoe.
Well done from our series sponsor.
Absolutely.
Great bit of driving. Great bit of driving.
And I'll just go back to Steve Melling's car.
Melling's now he's thinking, I can try this. I've seen these boys go wide in here, cut it in, and get the run out of 1 into 2 on Stoners.
He's watched all of them go through.
He's watched them, he has. And he's like, hang on, why is it not working for me?
And who's that right behind him? Aspie and Wilson.
Is that Pete Aspie, mate? Yeah, coming through too. Also showing great pace. Pete doing 40. He's in the 47. So yeah.
So we got
the whole field is in the 47.
Oh, it's great racing. Tight as usual. Let's just poke up the front here. Let's have a look what's going on. Gleno coming around behind the back markers. He's down in the valley at the moment. Beautiful amphitheatre style track. There's first and second. 12 seconds behind. 10 seconds in front of Mudgee. Now Mudgee and McDonald still battling it out. We've only got about 12 minutes to go, people. Jake, Kenny, Crompo, who's that just come? Oh, I think somebody's given Crompo a bit of space there.
I'm not sure, Davo. But I can tell you that Steve-O got it done.
Steve-O has got it done.
Following lap, he did the move into one, he went wide, he did the crossback, he got him into two. Just
got him at the hairpin through it. It's lovely.
Yeah, well done to Steve-O.
Nice work as we just see that little train of 4 cars run across the line, led by Melling, who's now got that Renault up into 10th position as he just pops it off the curb into 1. Nice work from Steve-O. Worked hard for it.
Oh, Troy there from Pete Espy there. Just
I saw that.
Troy slipped past him.
And Troy took advantage straight away. Is it over yet? Espy back down the inside.
Troy should get the run here. He should have had the throttle down earlier. I think he's going to cover it. He has.
He's got it. Yeah, the elbows were out, but the VTEC just prevails there. Kenny and Jake McDonald, Mudgee's off! Mudgee's off!
Did we catch what happened there, Davo?
Oh, just a little bit wide and a bit sideways into 1. We just caught the end of it. The camera guys just picked it up. He's pulled it up. He's in 6th position. McDonald goes through for 3rd. Jake McKellar in 4th. Kenny in 5th, very close behind. Mudgee now in 6th. Crompo in 7th. Jacques in 8th. Oh, hasn't it moved around tonight, Farmer? If we thought qualifying was all over the bloody place, I'll be buggered. The race is all over the place as well.
It is all over the place. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Oh, and we've still got Enright down at 18th place after qualifying really solidly in the top 10. Beers dropped back. We've got Vedica, DNF, Crossy
DNF. Tanaka 7 laps down, Soper 3 laps down, Enright 1 lap down. Oh, Bill.
Jake into the 4, Kenny up at 5, Garks off to VTEC into 8, Steve-O now in the top 10, so and Bickendo moving forward as well. Stoners has dropped back.
I just see Kenny get past Jake McKellar. So Kenny's
nice
gone.
Move from Kenny, nice move from Kenny, yeah.
Up into 4th position, Farmer.
Yeah, it was quite a bit of this round than the first race.
Yeah, so
I'm not too sure where he started, but he was somewhere there or thereabouts.
Yeah, he was, but he went up and then went down with a little bit of off-circuit excursion, and now, through no fault of his own, like, it's been such an interesting race, back into 4th position. Well done from Kenny Simpson. Now McDonald, no threat to Burst or Gleno. Jake, little bit of space between Jake and Kenny now, and Mudgee and Crompo. Jarkett. Crompo's probably the one to watch here with about 8.5 minutes left on our little technical data-y sort of a little thing here that I've got, so that I'm looking at. So I think, yes, Crompo, where did he start, Farmer? I think he was out of the top 10. I think he's done a fantastic job.
I think he has, mate. Yeah, I think Crompo was out of the 10, mate. And he's come, what is he, in 7th place. Showing good pace too, so will he get Mudgee? Mudgee's got good pace. Mudgee will probably catch up to these guys in front of him now.
And so
Crompo will be in there or thereabouts too, so I don't think it's over. I think Kenny and Jake have a headache in their rear vision mirror.
Yep.
In the form of those two guys.
I think so.
And with 7 minutes to go, yeah, there's something still going to happen, and you can see Mudgee really start to apply a bit of pressure already.
Oh, absolutely. And, and like you're saying, that I think that headache could get a little bit worse as the race goes on, as we just see Mudgee run wide in Druids allowing Crompton to grab and runs wide again in Graham Hill curve there.
Yeah.
And Crompton now literally a small amount of car lengths on 2. He's right behind him. There's a car length behind him now.
Yeah, great drive from Croppo.
Mudgee looks like he may have just lost his rhythm and his focus there. As we just see Crompton here, I think Mudgee's... Ooh, I thought he was going to leave him the space, and then he did, and then he didn't, and then he did, and...
Oh, he's having a good look now, mate.
There you go. He's going to make it happen, I think. This is not over yet. Just noticed, actually, just watching the leaderboard swapping around there a little bit as we just continue to watch this little battle here, Crompton-Mudgee battle. I noticed...
Oh! That's unfortunate there with a little bit of a tank slapper there in Croppo's hands, I think, mate. Not quite able to catch it. And that Mondeo was solid, mate, wasn't it? Didn't really move at all, didn't budge, mate.
Did not at all, and...
no, very safe for the family, mate.
So, there you go, there you go. And
almost Volvo standards.
Who do we see back here? I've just noticed Bear Grylls had made a couple of positions before that little incident, but now we see Bear Grylls in 10th position again after a massive off earlier in the race. We've only got about 5.5 minutes to go. Crompton will be filthy. He'll want to make a mess. Oh, mate, he'll be all over the back of this stuff. Just looking at Stoners. Stoners off. Aspie gets through.
Oh, and that's that corner they've been struggling with, Davo. And Troy rips through as well. Stoners dropping right back into 15th place. And actually, Racing Mule almost trying to go around the outside of him too, mate, to the final turn there.
I can't keep up. We need to pay the camera guys more, just watching Stoners.
Maybe we should pay them more than the minimum wage for this race, mate. You're probably right.
I don't know. I just thought that's what the M&Ms were for.
It's only if they did a good job.
Oh, look at Crompton. Crompton well back from Bear Grylls now. McIndoe with a gap. Darks in clean air. Melling in clean air. Mudgee in clean air. Jake in clean air. Kenny in clean air. Mate, it's 4 minutes, 15 seconds to run. This is, without a mistake, this is the way it's going to run down to the wire in the top 10, I reckon. Josco in 12.
Yes.
Josco, Aspie just pushing the Vectra. What do you got there, Farmer?
I think you're right, Davo. I think the top 10's pretty solid, really, all the way back to the Croppo Beer Mindo battle was about where, if anything's going to change,
it's going to be that Crompton.
Could be back there. Yeah.
Just looking at the Aspie to Josco. Now, I saw this Josco car in practice earlier this evening, and God, he drives it like a rear-wheel drive, this Volvo. It's like he's on the wrong server, like a drift server or something. Watch him go through turn 1 here. See how he deals with it. Lights ablaze.
Like you say, Davo, turns it late, gets it drifting.
And just allows
just allows it to slide around the corner.
That momentum to roll it over into the corner. So just see Soper get a peek. Crompton now right back up on the back of Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls makes a slight mistake. It's on. It's a NASCAR race. We see the bump draft. Crompton wants this thing to move quicker. I think Crompton looks at Bear Grylls and McIndoe's and thinks he's got them both. We only have 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go here, people.
2.5 to go. Maybe three, maybe 4 laps at the most.
That's right. This is race 2. ASRNZ's BTCC Championship, brought to you by McIndoe Constructions. We are winding down, people. 2 minutes to go. Race 2. And it's on. Bear Grylls Mackin.
Yeah, Bear putting a lot of pressure on McIndoe, and he's drifted a little bit wide there again, but managed to keep the power down, I think, on the grass.
Bear, outstanding job from Bear actually tonight. He definitely made a couple of mistakes here and there, but it's showed a fairly solid drive. Could have come out with a better position than 10th at the moment, but look how close this is getting.
Is that Jark?
That is Jark,
mate, around the final turn.
That is
he's
Jark.
dropped 3 or 4 positions through that.
Crompton through. McIndoe. Crompton. Bear Grylls.
Bear now.
Look at it. We go out of the front of Crompton's.
Oh, he's got him.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him neatly. Like I was saying, I think Crompton looked at those two as like one position.
Yes.
I think he can see Bear Grylls now and reckons he's got the measure. There is only 1 minute and 10 seconds to go left in this race. Farmer, watch this space. Crompton in the 406. The French Ferrari. He's a bit of a bloody bulky old pig, but he's making it work.
And being surprisingly reliable too over the races so far. Haven't seen him misfire from the future yet.
No.
It's bound to happen.
But he's had a tough night. Jeez, he's had some.
He has had a tough night, mate.
He's copped a bit of a backhander here and there.
Yes.
As we just see Josco, McIndoe go backwards on Josco and Aspie. 25 seconds to Glenn in traffic. Our race leader through McLaren into Clark. This is the final corner. 10 seconds to go. He's slowing down. Looks like he's slowing down, maybe trying to just grab this checker for the boys.
Something's happened with Steve-O too, mate. He's off around the final turn there. He's
parked it on the off. Is he out of fuel?
If he's run out of no, he's still moving.
We've got Gleno. Finished the race first with burst coming across the line now for McDonald out of the final turn. He will wrap up third. Kenny right behind him in fourth. Well done from Kenny. He's had it up and down. Jakey McKellar. Jake the Snake, 5th position. Awesome work. Mudgee in 6th. Bear Grylls, man, what a crazy race for Bear Grylls. He has gone from 3rd, 4th, bloody back to, I don't know where it was, the abyss, and then back to 7th position. Oh my God. Bear, well done. Crompton dragged himself back up through the pack to 8th. Josco, 9th. Aspie, 10. Farmer, who we got in 11th there?
Great stuff, mate, yeah. Good drives by those boys there to get into the 10. McIndoe, a real up and down race for 11th. Jark's coming in at 12.
In the VTEC.
In the VTEC. The other VTEC of Troy is 13. Yeah, Ryan with a good race there, mate, to bring it home at 14.
Well done.
Stoner's dropping right back into 15th place. Aaron Enright as well, another front runner dropping right back into 16. Racing Mule in the Volvo there in 17.
Yeah.
Steve-O, who we saw parked up with 1 to go. We're not sure what happened there. Back in 18th place.
What an up and down race for Stephen as well.
Soper in the LD.
Yeah.
2 laps down there in 19th. And you guy, Zanakos, 5 laps down. And then, of course, a couple of DNS there with the unlucky stuff of Crosby and Ashley Vediger.
Oh yeah, the Vediger stuff just got tangled up in amongst that little melee there, and that car was well broken. Unfortunate for Ashley there, but as they wind that up, epic,
good stuff, mate. That was good to watch.
Epic 40 minutes. It raced like a 15-minute race. My God, I'm sweating. I was sweating last week after the call. That was epic. Let's get some heads up here. John McDonald, I think, is our first cab off the rank for tonight. And
we'll drag him down here and say congratulations once again. Familiar to the podium, no stranger to the comms. Well done, mate.
He's standing.
Top finish.
He's usually standing at the door waiting for the cold
He
beer.
was, wasn't he? He was out there. He was out there looking at our beers, wondering when he could come in.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about the beers. Have we got any left in there?
There's a couple there, mate. There's a couple there, mate.
Day?
No, yeah. Well, Farmer drinks bourbon, so you know what I haven't drank is left for you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Perhaps looks like you have had a good couple here, mate. But I'll still take that one. Thank you.
No worries.
Yep. And some of those chips.
Okay. Yeah. Well done again. Bloody hell, JB! What a cracking race.
Yeah,
crazy.
Poor quality. I
Wow.
had a pretty good half of the lap, and then I just butchered it.
Yeah.
But what a wicked race in the pack. That was pretty cool going through. And then we're all bottled up there behind Stoneley, I think. And then it was all on. Had a good race with Mudgee once we kind of cleared them, and that was wicked. Just loved. That was the highlight of my race, was that battle with Mudgee. Unfortunately, I think he ran wide at turn 1 and put himself in the sand, but it was great fun up until that point. So yeah, happy though. Bank a few more points. Yeah.
And so obviously fuel wasn't an issue tonight.
It was at one point. I started looking at it. I think I had about 2 laps left. So
okay.
So but
it's tight.
It's still tight, and this is a short track too.
Yeah.
So albeit probably the same distance, but
and
just not as much open throttle.
And rubber. How did the tyre go?
Front left. Yeah.
Front left toast.
Yeah. So the other tyres are all good, but front left I was really struggling on the final turn.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the rear right's even on the ground most of the track, is it? So.
Yeah, but that was a good drive from Kenny. He came back strong there.
He did.
End. Yeah. So I was keeping my eyes on him. So well done, Kenny. That was a great drive from you, bud.
Yeah, good recovery from Kenny actually too. But we'll get to that later. Awesome work, John. It's good for your championship. 2 rounds in now. Great work. So
thank you. Yep. That's good.
Mate.
Unlucky for Luke as well. He suffered from a poor quali. I think it went a bit bad for him too. So.
Oh, you wait to see what happens to him during race, mate. But we will get to that as well.
That's another discussion as well.
Thanks very much, mate. Great to watch you race again, as always, John Boy. Another great performance.
Definitely.
And well done.
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
doubt we'll see you back here soon, mate.
Yeah, and thanks to Ian Campbell for rolling me out another good alpha.
Perfect.
All right, shot, mate.
Awesome, mate. We'll see you next week. And who have we got up next here? Farmer.
We've got B. Is it B? AKA Jeff Burse. Mr. Burse. I can find him.
Can we find him? If he hasn't already run away.
No, he's still sitting there.
To the bloody members lounge for a beer already. He could come up here for a beer.
We're going to drag him down and say congratulations, mate, on the 2nd place. Great drive.
Hey,
well done, Jeff.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
Not
easy.
What happened, mate? You had pole. You had a great pole, mate.
Oh, crazy. You qualified.
I just can't do the pace that Glenn was doing, man. He's done some crazy times.
Yeah. A couple of people have mentioned that, actually, but you're not the only one.
Yeah, freak of nature, really.
Yeah, but a solid effort. And quite a lonely race, though, there. You had a nice gap behind you, gap in front of you, just circulating, just doing your thing.
No mistakes, mate. No mistakes.
Yeah.
But still putting in low 47s, mate, there during race. So
yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was alright. I was pretty happy with the times.
And what a change from last week's race. Like you last week, you were just like in this freaking melee, like for the whole of race 2.
Yeah.
Like crazy shit.
Yeah, man.
And this race, you pretty well got clean air for most of the race, so would have been.
Yeah. I said to myself, I need to qualify better. So tonight I did, but I don't know what I did in race 1.
Something went wrong.
That up.
Yeah. Well done, mate. Always great to watch, and it's always more entertaining when you're in the pack. But I'm sure you'd rather a little bit of breathing space like you got tonight, mate, and a good position second,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it'll do your championship points well.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see that actually.
Yeah, yep,
I had
definitely.
to break those boys up. They're a bit greedy. Stealing
They are
the silverware.
a bit greedy, mate.
We tend
You've
to
done
agree.
well.
We tend
You've
to
done
agree,
well.
mate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, grab yourself a cold beer and some M&Ms, and
Nice, good work. Thank you. Sponsors.
Hopefully we shall see you next week on the
mate.
podium. So yeah, well done, Jeff.
Job, mate.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Take care.
Congratulations.
See you next week.
Good stuff. Bye.
User was moved out of your
Okay,
channel.
and so we should have one more. Oh God, this guy will be waiting at the door as well.
He is. I can see him out there through
See-
the window,
See,
Dave.
he's giving us the weird face and the smile.
Yeah.
User was moved to
He's just like at the door, going,
He
"Let
is.
me in, let me in."
Let him in. Let him in. Give him. Yeah, come on, give him a beer.
There you
Hey,
go.
I've
Hey.
still got a fucking key, mate.
He's still. I knew I should have taken that swipe card off him.
Yeah.
Hey, well done, Gleno. Oh, mate. Even with a few boys, you know, that can pip you in qualifying, it doesn't make any difference. You just make your way past and carry on as like it never even happened. And as it did there in race 2, mate, just smashed it, brother. Well done.
Yeah, Jeffrey made me earn it though. He didn't give it away. He sort of he
didn't.
tried to cover, but
Oh,
he
didn't
left
take
a half a door open.
You only worked for 2 laps, I think, for it. So, you did well, mate.
Yeah,
no,
you did well, mate.
The,
Look,
the car was sweet, man. Really. It
yeah, a
was
few
such
of the
a pleasure
boys
to
saying that they just couldn't match your pace tonight, mate, and that you were just really in a league of your own, and it kind of showed on the stream with you just capping at both races like that.
go. Yeah, I don't know if you picked up the air, mate. I just sat behind Pete Apsey and them battling there, mate, and thought, man, if I can sit here, I might get a bit of camera time. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
maybe.
did notice, Pete.
Okay.
We're
I don't
not
know.
sure about the red alpha behind him there, but you
Okay.
never know. You might have been there somewhere, bud.
Yeah, you might be. I don't
Yeah.
know. There's plenty of red alphas.
I tell you what, there was plenty happening to watch, mate. I tell you, yeah.
Yeah, no,
mate.
you guys.
It was a great race.
doing it. And so, how we go this week? Did we get a bit of merch? Is there any beers in the fridge, or is
Yeah,
the Sofa Club
well,
taking them?
there's only whatever. Oh, there's only a couple of cold
There's only a couple
Coronas,
left,
really.
really.
'Cause
Yeah.
Davo's in the booth, and you know how much I drink, so you can have whatever's left, and
Yeah, I'll have a cold
Don't-
COVID, mate.
don't touch the bloody beer nuts because Farmer's been at him, and he doesn't wash his hands
He's
after he
been
goes to
double
the
dipping.
bathroom. So
It's been double dipping, yeah.
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 Oh dear,
No.
no, well done, boys. Yeah, no, I'm sure it'll be an absolute pleasure to watch. So thank you for putting it on again, and
yeah.
yeah, we'll just we'll press on and look forward to next week, and here we go.
Oh, look, mate, we're looking forward to it. Excellent work, man. Yeah, great to watch. And thanks for coming. We will see you next week, no doubt, Gleno.
I'll give it a good rub,
You
mate.
ready?
We'll have a go.
Great. Okay. Go the Comms,
Job, mate.
boys.
Cheers,
Well
boys.
done. Yeah, go the comms.
Yeah,
boys.
go the
Shop,
comms.
mate. Fuck yeah.
User was moved out
Nice,
of your channel.
Davo. And I was really hoping you hadn't noticed my peanut bowl sort of bad habits there, Davo. But
Your personal hygiene issues.
yeah, my personal hygiene habits there. But, I've been
That's
wondering
okay.
why you'd been saying no when I've been offering them to you all night,
I
mate.
just
but,
wondered why they were extra salty anyway. But anyway, let's not go there. That's we'll keep that one for the podcast actually. But which just quietly, people, the Match Fit podcast will be back in the next week or so. We've got plenty of talk about, obviously, with the current BTCC championship running. Farmer, what a great night again tonight.
Yeah, another great night, Davo.
Mate, it's been awesome fun.
Plenty of action.
Super racing. It's crazy. The guys are just, it's out there, and yeah, I'm sure it shows up in the stream. Really enjoying it.
Another great track next week too, Davo. Alton Park.
Yes, Alton
Foster's
Park.
version. So
Oh,
yeah,
mate.
hopefully, I'm sure that'll provide exactly what we just had again tonight. So.
Yeah, plenty of place. Well done. Thanks, Farmer, for joining us again. We'll see you next week, everybody. Join us on Twitch, YouTube. Catch up on Facebook. Click the buttons, people. ASRNZ, BTCC Championship. Good night for now. See you next week.
Thanks for watching.